Hey guys, welcome back to Eau de Treasure. This is Steven. I live in Japan and I collect fragrances, and this is my video blog where I open up the boxes as they come in the mail. I buy discontinued, vintage, rare and interesting fragrances. Anything that I see that I'm interested in, I buy, and just showing you what it is. So this one, you're about to see a vintage bottle of DIOR DUNE pour Homme, a men's classic from the late 90s. Before I do that, I just wanted to follow up on the last video. The last video, I opened up this stuff, a vintage box, vintage bottle, actually two vintage bottles of Chanel Egoist. This is among the first few years. This is either 1990, 91, and this is going to stay in its box. It's so clean and perfect. It's hard to believe that I found it. This one was all screwed up because the plastic was, this was new and sealed in the box, but the plastic was all warped. As you can see, I left some of the plastic on. It was all messed up, and I was worried. But the bottle is perfect inside when I opened it up. It was really cool experiencing, just having the experience of opening up a Chanel Egoist from over 25 years ago. It's a beautiful bottle. Everything is clean. So the only question is, for me, is like, how did it get screwed up like this? And somewhere in the storage, wherever they stored it, it got leaked on. Something on top of it maybe leaked on top of this wrap. And thank God there's nothing wrong with the bottle inside. So kudos to Chanel for, you know, packaging their stuff really well. And the bottle lasted all the years. Check the last video on my channel, and you can see me talk about these. All right, let's get to this one. Let's open this one up. A vintage bottle of DIOR DUNE pour Homme. Oh, the sides are taped. God, that's annoying. I only tape the sides if it's necessary. If the box is really full and the top might come off. But if there's no reason to tape the sides, it's not necessary, because I know it's annoying for the person that has to open it up. See how considerate I am? I try to find the balance of security, safety, and convenience to open this up when you first get it. God, I'm such a great guy. Okay. I like this tissue. I'm glad that there's a lot of tissue in here, because I use this to repack the other stuff when I sell stuff here. It's not all taped up, so I can use it again easily. All right. This was wrapped well. There's a lot of layers to get through. Look at this. So I don't even know what this smells like. I've never smelled DIOR DUNE before, so I'm really excited to get this. The fact that it's not sealed in a box, so I'm definitely going to take a whiff of this as soon as I cut through these layers. Here it is, DIOR DUNE pour Homme. So these sell for a lot of money here in Japan on the secondary market. I've been watching these for a few years sell for what I consider higher prices than they should be going for. You could still buy this in stores. I see these in the department stores here in Japan. But the bottle is kind of concave right here. That's kind of interesting, right? Like it's kind of shaped like, I don't know if they wanted it to be shaped like a dune, like a sand dune. But it's an odd, interesting shape. It's convex here. So I don't know if these are discontinued or not, guys. You can tell me. Some people say that they're discontinued in the reviews. Maybe in USA, they don't have these anymore in department stores, but it's at the department store here in Japan. There's a comment that these are for sale in Europe still. But I knew this was a vintage bottle because it says Christian Dior. It doesn't just say the big Dior. It's Christian Dior. The label's a little messed up right here with the C. But other than that, this is in really nice shape. It's 100 ml, and guys, I have no idea what year this came out. I couldn't see the batch code. I bought this quickly because the price was right. The seller had this priced at 5,000 yen. Yeah, this was 5,500 Japanese yen, so I got this for $40. The fact that it was a 100 ml bottle, the fact that it was under $50, and it was It's almost full. Look at that, guys. Look at the bubble, the small bubble. I jumped on it really quickly. This probably would have been gone within 5 minutes. So this is my first bottle of DIOR DUNE. Let's look at the bottom. 100 ml, Parfums Christian Dior. All right, where is the batch code on this thing? Let's take a look, see if we can find the batch code. There it is, look at it. You can barely see it. It's etched on the glass there. 7408H. Usually DIOR fragrances only have a 4 digits. This one has 7408H. You know what's really interesting? The first year this came out was 1997. And it says Christian Dior. I'm wondering if 2007 it still said Christian Dior. Because, guys, this might be a bottle from the first production, the first year. And I just get a huge boner for that stuff. 7408H. This is either 97 or 2007. It's not 2017. Wow, this is, let's just assume this is a first year vintage DIOR DUNE. How awesome is that? I just have to find some 2007 DIOR fragrances and see if it just says DIOR. I don't know. This could be a 2007, and that doesn't bother me either. A lot of the reformulations happened around 2010 and 2011. So when you have fragrances that came out before that, I think they're more like the original versions. So let's spray this thing and see what it smells like. This is just plastic. Now this hand is really smelling of Chanel Egoist, the original one. But this one is still clean. Nice sprayer. DIOR always has nice sprayers. It comes out almost like it's a mist or pressurized. All right, I'll come back in a few minutes after letting this thing dry down and tell you what I think of it. All right, guys, I just checked a 2007 DIOR Homme Intense, and it just said the big DIOR. So they dropped the Christian Dior by 2007. You're looking at a first year 1997 bottle of DIOR DUNE. So what do I think about this one, guys? I've been smelling this now for about 10-15 minutes. Of course, it's not an hour or two later, and I can't give you, these are just initial impressions, guys, these videos that I'm doing when I'm smelling these things. So for this one, this is an elegant green woody fragrance that is kind of unique. There's not a lot of stuff out there like this. The base of this is very similar to Chanel Egoist, the last one that I was talking about, because there's a base of sandalwood and vanilla and I think leather or maybe a light tobacco or musk, but it doesn't have the top notes. Actually, there's also rose, a little bit of rose in this. But what this does differently is this has fig leaf and the fig fruit, and some other green leafy notes on the top and in the mids. So this is an elegant, clean, and green fragrance. I don't think it's very strong. I don't think this is projecting that much. Of course, I don't know, but I don't think this is a big performer. This is just something that you can wear to work, like a work fragrance. I think this is good for days. I think summers is okay. Warmer weather, this is fine, because it gives off this clean green vibe with a little bit of sophistication. So this is really nice. A vintage bottle of DIOR DUNE here on the eaudetreasure channel. This is definitely a treasure, a first year DUNE. Wow, what a grab. Not only was this a cheap price at $40 for 100 ml of vintage bottle, but it just happens to be from 1997. Awesome stuff. So there it is. That's it for this video, guys. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like this kind of content, me just doing video blogs about these fragrances that I'm collecting, definitely subscribe, because there's going to be more in the future. Take a look at my video tab. Maybe you'll find some other ones that I've done in the past, other brands and fragrances that you're interested in. I don't do what everybody else is doing typically. I'm not doing any top 10 videos, or I'm not reviewing all this stuff that's coming out. I do reviews sometimes, and I do have some modern stuff that I'm trying out here in Japan. And anything fragrance related I'm putting on my channel. But there's a lot of stuff I buy that I don't put on my channel either, because I just don't think it's that relevant. But I don't know, maybe I should. What do you think, guys? Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think about this bottle, this fragrance, or anything else you want to. Just say hi. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Take care.